Next we slide in the slate, the flat slate, in like so, and then we put another piece which is in the middle, which got actually two grooves, as you can see there, the left and the right hand side groove there, which is the middle part. Now make sure you put the slate in align with the groove there to put a slate, and also the hole this time for this middle one must be facing downward in this position like so, and also you require to put in one wooden dowel underneath as well. And once you're ready, you lock this one in position like so, and make sure the slate is nicely fit in the position like that. Once it's in tight position, you lock it in the clockwise position one more time. Next, you also put the second slate on top like so, and make sure the slate actually nicely fit into the groove from bottom to the top. Next, by using the slate, the item number 7, which as you can see, the smooth surface you must facing upward, and the one at the bottom, it's got 4 holes there. You put 4 locking device in, one there, and 2 on the other side, and also on the edge there you also put in a wooden dowel underneath, and you lock in position like so. And now make sure it's actually sit in carefully with the slate in the back there, so it can be nicely fit in. And if you need, just give it a light tap to make sure it's nice and tight from top to bottom. Once it's in position, you use a flat screwdriver and turn into the clockwise position to lock it in on both locking there. Next, you put in the last panel in, which is this one, and then you put 2 wooden dowel there, one there in the middle and one in there, and then you lock it in from the back, one there and one there. There's also one in the middle. Next, you put the other side of the panel in like so. Now before you put in all the panel in, make sure you put in all the locking device in position. Make sure the arrow is facing upwards where the screw come from, and then now we fit it in like so. If it doesn't go in, just use a flat screwdriver, realign a bit to make it more aligned, to get the screw nice and tightly fit in, and give a few taps if you need to, and then lock it in the clockwise positions. One there, 2 there at the top, and on the bottom there you need 2 to tighten up as well, and also 2 on the third one. So the light tap, if it doesn't get properly, to make sure it's actually nice and tight so that it doesn't fall apart. It's vitally important that all nuts at this stage is locking nice and tight there. Okay, now we're ready to put this piece onto the desk below. Before we put it in, make sure you put in one more wooden dowel there, 2 on the side there, and also 1 at the end. Okay, once it's in position, we start locking in 2 there, 2 on this side, and also 3 in the back, 1 there, 2 there, and 3 there in the clockwise position to make it sure it's actually nice and tight. And make sure you double check one more time. Make sure it's actually nice, secure, and the unit should look like so. Now next we're going to put in the drawer and the door. This is a sample for the drawer. As you can see, the drawer looks like that. Now the piece you require to do it is the front piece, the slate, 2 long side piece, and also 1 on the back. Now as for the back piece, you need to put 2 wooden down on each side, 2 there and 2 the other side, and also require 1 wooden down for this piece and also 1 piece on that one. Now as a front piece, you also need to put in 1 screw there and also 1 screw on the other side. First you join the back piece in like so, and then you line it up, the side 2 pieces on each side. Now make sure you check the rim is actually all running smoothly from end to end like that. Once you have it tight in position, you put a screw in there and 1 on the other side to make it nice and tight. And then next you slide in the slate like so. Now make sure, pay particular attention, make sure it's actually the slate is actually sit in the groove, and make sure it's nice and tight like that. Now next we're going to put in the top slate into the drawer by lining it up like that. As you can see, 1 there, 1 there. Now before you lock it in, make sure you put in the locking device. Now we put the locking device like so, and 1 on the other side as well. And now, so by now your drawer should look like this, and it's now complete. Next we put it in, installing the drawer, and this is how we show you how to do it. First you pull out the 2 rail out like so. Next you put the drawer in an angle. Make sure the back of the rail is catching in the hole of the drawer first. As you can see from this drawer here, there is 1 hole in the back and 2 holes in the back. Now this one you need to put in the rail at the angle to be able to catch inside the rail. Now make sure it's actually catching in the back first before you put it in. Now there's also another hole in here under the drawer, you need to be catch in as well. So make sure it's all nice and even. One is actually, you can check, nice and smooth in and out. Then we put in 2 more screws to secure in the drawer. Now by doing like so, now I put it in. 1 there, and also 1 on the other side under the drawer as well. There. Now once you have secured it in, then the drawer is now complete. Next we're going to put in the door for the top part. Now as you can see, the top door should look like that. First, as you previously, we already put in the hinge in. Now we put in the second screw in. As you can see, the front bit there and there to secure it. Now next we're going to do the door hinge for the door there. Now there's a good trick to do this one. If you can find a long wooden piece and put the door hinge in this position, then line up the wooden piece like in this position, so that the door hinge is actually all lined up like that. In that way it's actually nice and straight. Make sure the wooden piece is actually nice and straight. Once you have it that nice and straight in, we put in the screw in one there, and the other side as well. So we tied it all in. Now before we put in the drawer there, as you can see the hinge we have installed previously. First we need to take off the cap there and one there. Now next we need a Phillips screwdriver to put it in. Now next step, you need a Phillips screwdriver to loosen up that one there, is to put it forward or backwards. As you can see, as you can pull backward and forward. There you go. And also the inner screw, as you can see, we loosen a few turns. As you can see there, it's just to lift it up or lift down. Now at this stage here, we actually put it actually in lift down position, like so. There. And next we also do it for the top part as well. Once you have loosened up, we clip in to the hinge there, like so. And then have a few test runs to see whether it's closing properly. Once you're happy with the way it's actually clip in, if not, you can do a few more readjustment on the screw there to push in or out. And once you're happy with that, we tied it in. Now there's a tip here with the inner screw. When you adjust it there, the top and the back, it's to widen the gap there, as you can see, indicated by the screwdriver. Now for the inner screw, as indicated right now there, when you adjust that one, is the top as well, is for adjustment between the gap there, like there. Okay, so there's two screws you need to adjust until it's actually aligned and you're happy with the alignment. Okay, once you have aligned that line symmetric to that line there and over there as well, then we start to open, and also the beneath as well, and make sure everything is actually aligned and center. Once you're happy with that, you open the door back and we lock in the screw as indicated there. Okay, so you put in the screw, one there and one there and one there and also one there, to secure in nice and tight permanently. Once you finish, you put in the clip to lock it up, one there and also one there. Okay, now the table desk is complete there. So by the time you finish, your desk should look like this. Now thank you for watching the assembling of the desk.